Hi everyone, once again this is Hannah and welcome back to my channel. Today is the second day of our bread giveaway program. I went with Maruf and Habiba to Ashan hypermarket to pick up 250 pieces of French bread. Take a look at the video everyone. These are the different types of bread that we have at Ashan hypermarket, and all of them are guaranteed to be tasty and healthy. What I'm showing you right now is the actual process of making the bread in Ashan hypermarket. So the main baker is there, he's making the dough, and these people that you can see there, the two ladies, they were the ones who helped us yesterday and today in packing all of the 250 breads yesterday and 250 bread today. They were the ones who helped us to pack it individually for us to distribute it well to the recipients. In the video that I'm showing you right now, I asked Maruf to give a virtual tour of the different types of French bread, kulcha, Tajik bread, noni garm, noni bozori, and some other muffins, then the tasty pastries that I really love. So Maruf took the camera and he went to all of the places to give you a clear glimpse of each type of bread that we have in Dushanbe, Tajikistan. This is the section where I always buy my bread, and these are also the exact type of French bread that we gave as a giveaway for our 1,000 subscribers. These bread are freshly baked and nutritious. It is highly recommended for everyone to visit Ashan hypermarket and get the tastiest bread in Dushanbe. They always make it on the spot, so you're sure that it's fresh, hot, and tasty. Finally, we got the 250 pieces of French bread, and it's time for us to go to the cashier and pay the bread. So it was me and Maruf who's pulling the cart and Habiba taking our video. Thank you so much to the two of you. And after we paid, we went down and waited for our taxi. So that's Maruf and Habiba trying to carefully pull the cart going down while we are waiting for the taxi to arrive. Finally, our taxi came and we carefully put all of the bread in the trunk and on the passengers area because it was raining, so we made sure that the bread was safely stocked inside as fast as we can. Shout out to the best taxi company in Dushanbe, Tajikistan, 333. 333 or Raksh Taxi is the counterpart of Grab in the Philippines. While we were on our way to Faridun too, we were able to give out several bread to some passers-by, taxi drivers, and some people who really need the bread, and we're happy about it so much. Finally, we arrived at Faridun 2 Learning Center in Yaksadudu.
رحمت برای نانها و کانال میزخانه آبونه شوید.
رحمت برای نانها و کانال میزخانه آبونه شوید. رحمت برای نانها و کانال میزخانه آبونه شوید.
Soли, Muborak, Hannah.
Good evening, classmates. It's nice to meet you this evening.
Okay, all of you sit down. Muhammad, stand up.
Thank you, Teacher Hannah, to the gifts, and Happy New Year to you, and Happy New Year to all of classmates. And it's a good gift. Thank you very much. And you will subscribe to this channel, Teacher Hannah Dacara.
Thank you, teacher Hannah, for your gift. I love this, and I want my classmates that spend their new year very good, and for you, teacher, to happy new year, and I want that everybody will subscribe to you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
After I distributed the bread at Fariduntu Learning Center and British School, I asked my students Muhammad, Maruf, Akbar, Behzod, Omina, and Marjuna to distribute the bread to different passers-by at Yaksadudu microregion. And on this video, I'll be showing you how my students happily gave out 80% of the bread that we brought today. In this video, we can clearly see how they enjoyed giving out the bread. And even Maruf was acting like a vlogger like me. So he was there giving it out to people and saying a lot of good things about our channel and about the New Year's season, which is the season of giving and sharing whatever we have. Let's have a bit of a story time about 102 microregion. This place is the second most special place for me because the first one is Burbad Street and second will be Yaksadudu microregion. Why is Yaksadudu microregion very special for me? It is because it is where I spend most of my time with other than Burbad Street. So in 102 microregion, they have the best kurtobhonas in Dushanbe, which is Kurtobhonai Nur and Kurtobhonai Olim. In 102 microregion, they also have one of the best place in summertime, which is Delphine Aqua Park. And I make sure that every summer I visit that place. Third is, in Yaksadudu microregion, we have two of our learning centers. We have Fariduntu Learning Center in 102 microregion, and just opposite that is British School, which is also one of our centers. 102 microregion is also special for me because it's near the center. So from 102 microregion, 82, then the road that leads to the center. 102 microregion is also the place where Zaranisar is. And it is whenever I go to Gisar, the taxis going to Gisar is in Zanisor. So 102 microregion, the people there are really friendly and are really loving. A lot of my students are from there. So the Nazarovs, shout out to Munira and Muhammad. And of course, my second daughter, Maftuna and Marjuna, they are also from Yaksadudu. And all of my previous students who were really close to me. And that's the reason why 102 microregion plays a very important role in my life. In this region of Dushanbe is also the most famous language institute. So this language institute is the place where students study languages such as English, Russian, Tajik, Arabic, German, and so on. This is a very good place for learning language if you are enrolled in an institute or a university or a college. And the 102 microregion is also the place where the parks are, the beautiful parks after Delphine, and also the XFit gym or the XFit Fitness Center, which is just near Delphine Aqua Park. It's also highly recommended for those people who want to train and who want to keep their body fit. It is also in this region where we have canned and VIP restaurants and many more. So if you are living in this region, you are very lucky because the people here are not only good, but you almost have everything here. You have the best shops, the best learning centers, of course. Shout out to Fariduntu Learning Center and British School. Going back back to the bread giveaway thing that we are doing right now, my students, Akbar, Muhammad, and Maruf, seem to enjoy giving out the bread. Look, they're walking, then happily chatting with each other until they reach a certain place. And they continue to give it out to whoever they see along the road. And you can see from their faces that they are happy receiving such a simple gift for New Year. I think with this giveaway program that we're doing, my students are also having the chance to experience this first time, because in their entire life, I think this is one of the firsts where they were the ones giving out something, then looking at everyone with a happy face, then seeing everyone saying thank you or hearing good words just because of the New Year holiday that we have. After all, New Year is the spirit of giving and receiving. I also instructed them to give bread, especially to the sellers or vendors, because it's really cold right now in Dushanbe, and I understand how difficult it is to work in a cold weather. It's like every now and then you feel hungry, then you want to grab something, to eat something, or to drink something warm. And this bread might be very simple, but it can put something in our stomach for a short period of time. And that's the reason why I asked them to pay close attention to the sellers and vendors at the street and give it out to them as much as possible. My students continued giving out the bread to the different sellers and vendors in 102 microregion. So they give out to different vendors of sweets, meat, and several fruits as well. We've seen it on the video, and they seem to enjoy everything as they distribute the bread. This might be a very long video, and as we are watching them or looking at them on how they distribute the bread, let me give you a short description of each of the students that are here in the video. So let's start with Muhammad. I really love Muhammad because he's very cute. He's so small and he's very generous and very active. He also understands me every now and then. So he is the brother of one of my favorite students, Munira. And here on the video is Akbar, the tall boy on this video. So I really admire Akbar because he's one of my TESOL students and my TOEFL students at the same time. And he's very clever. He's very active. He's very alert and sharp. When I tell him to do something, he immediately does whatever I say. And he's very patient with me. I can say that in these last 2 or 3 months, he is one of my assistants. So I tell him to do this, to do that, to go to the printing press, get these papers for me, and so on. So mostly he does the errands for me. And on the video is also Maruf. Of course, in the previous video, as you can remember, I introduced Maruf to all of you. He is the brother of Sharif, the son of Apay Anora and Akay Alijon, and they are our first family in Dushanbe. So Joshua lived with them when Joshua first came to Tajikistan. Then Anora also went to the Philippines since the son is in the Philippines with my mom. And I can say that they are one of our family friends in this country. And who else are in this video? Marjuna. Okay, so Marjuna, she's a very sweet little girl, and she's the sister of Maftuna, whom I called my daughter, because Maftuna, people say that she looks like me, so that's the reason why I call her as my daughter, and she calls me as her second mom. So Marjuna and Maftuna are sisters. And on this video is also Omina. She's also one of the sweetest students I have at Faridun 2 Learning Center. She has been with me for the last 3 years, and her mom really loves me so much. If there's a holiday, the mother always calls me, Hannah John, come to our house and celebrate Eid, celebrate birthdays with us, and so on. So Omina is the sister of Abdulaziz. So Abdulaziz was my student before. He finished TOEFL already. That's the reason why he doesn't study now at Faridun Learning Center. Aziz is one of the smartest boy I've ever met. So he's I think on the 10th grade or somewhere between 15 or 16 years old. But he is super intelligent. He studies at the School for Gifted Children because he's super clever, and that's the reason why I really love their family. Who else in this video? Akbar, I've said, Maruf, Marjuna, Muhammad. And basically, if I'm not mistaken, those were the people who went for the bread giving. And they are one of the students at Faridun 2 Learning Center that I really trust so much. If I have something to do, or if I have to accomplish something, I trust these people, and immediately they will do the thing that I've said. And that's the reason why I'm very thankful to them, and I really love them so much. Of course, I won't forget about Habiba. She's the one holding the camera right now. Habiba is one of the best students that I have at Faridun 1 Learning Center. I call her Habib Chick because Habiba and Chick means little girl. So Habib Chick because she's my little one. Habiba worked as a teacher at Faridun 1 while she was studying. Eventually, she finished TOEFL, and TOEFL is the end of the courses that we have at Faridun 1 Learning Center. And that's the reason why right now I miss her most of the time, because I used to see her every day, and now that she's done with all of the courses at Faridun Learning Center, I seldom see her. And today, I was with her at Russian Slavonic University. We had lunch, then we went for walks. Then I also asked her to go with me to Ashan Hypermarket. Then after Ashan, we went to Faridun 2 Learning Center, British School, and other places. Habiba was there, and I really, 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 really love Habiba so much. Ahmad is showing his success face because they finished giving out 80 pieces of bread at 102 microregion. Now they are walking back to Faridun 2. They are so happy. Look, they're hugging each other, saying that they did a very good job because they did what Hannah told them to do. So they were walking, chatting, laughing, and you can see happiness in their face. And as a teacher, it really gives me warm feeling because it means that I'm an example for them. We've reached the end of the video. So once again, this is Hannah, a teacher vlogger at Dushanbe, Tajikistan. Thank you so much for watching this video until the end. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification button for more upcoming videos. Happy New Year!